All right, guys. Well, welcome back to Elevated Podcast. This is episode 17. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go through a series of questions and we're going to generate some pretty interesting conversation through that. So,
Definitely are.
So, you know what? Let's just jump right into question number one, which is probably one of my favorite questions.
Which is the easiest question for me.
Probably me too. This is our first question. Have you ever had to stop playing a game because it was too scary? I have played. Well, we're both gonna have to answer this.
Go for it.
I have played multiple games that I have forced myself to fucking play because they're great games that I'm just fucking scared to play them. Like Resident Evil games. I've always loved Resident Evil games, but they've always been so scary to me. And I think it stems back from like how old was I? 5, 6, 7 years old. One of my uncles had a PlayStation and he had like, I don't even know if this was like the first Resident Evil game where I think the first mission or first level, you're walking down like this hallway and the dog just jumps right through the window in the mansion, right? I think that's like the first level or something. And that part scared the shit out of me, dude. It traumatized me, dude. Like from there on, every fucking zombie scary game just scared the shit out of me. So I had to force myself to play through a lot of scary games. Like Dead Space, I couldn't get too far. Fuck no.
With Resident Evil, I never had to stop playing Resident Evil or force myself to play. But with Resident Evil 2, me and some friends were supposed to be going to this tournament for UIL, like smart kid tournament in school.
Yeah.
We skipped it because although we were smart, we were still badasses. And so we skipped the tournament and we played Resident Evil 2 all day at my friend's house.
Damn.
And I remember we had been stuck inside the police station and we were just walking in circles.
Oh,
And
didn't they remaster that one?
They did.
Okay.
And so it got to the point to where I remember one of us, the guy who was sitting in front of the TV playing,
mm-hmm.
I was sitting in a chair next to him, and then one of our other friends was falling asleep on the fucking bed. He was just laying down because we had just been walking in circles for so long.
Yeah.
And then I remember as we were walking down one of the halls, fucking zombies came through the window and grabbed you. I had been paying attention. And I was like, oh shit. The dude that was nearly asleep on the bed was on the floor, and the dude that was playing was fucking up in the air.
What the fuck?
Because he got so scared.
Yeah.
But it's because we had just been walking in fucking circles, and so then when that jump scare happened, it definitely woke everybody up.
What the fuck, dude? That's one of the games that I don't know why I never played that one. I've always wanted to play it, but I think I was just too scared to play it. Because I've seen little clips from it and I'm like, dude, that looks scary as shit. When they start walking towards you hella slow, I feel like that part is scarier than when they're just rushing at you. I don't know why. I don't know why, dude.
Speaking of zombie games, did you see that Left 4 Dead 2 is getting brand new content?
Really?
Dude, 11 years later and they're making new DLC for fucking Left 4 Dead 2.
Wait, is it still a pretty big game? Do people still play it?
People still play it, man.
Wow, so it's very comparable to maybe Grand Theft Auto then. I mean, look how long Grand Theft Auto 5 has been alive for. And it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. You're looking it up, huh?
No, I'm reading Icewolf's fucking thing. So Icewolf said, I would say that one game that scared me a lot, though, was Evil Within. Never played Evil Within.
I've heard people say that game's scary.
And then he said, I will give the first one of you to finish it 10 gifted subs if you finish PT Playable Teaser. What is it?
Oh, no. Dude, I'm not playing that game again. I did that on PS4, dude. What is
that?
Dude, they removed it from the PlayStation Store. I don't know why, but it was a game that was based off of what was that game called? The Hills Have Eyes? Silent Hill. Yes, Silent Hill. It's a scary ass fucking demo playable teaser thing. Dude, it's scary as shit. Dude, I would love to see you
So-
play that.
So wait, is that so? Ice, are you talking about? Are you with the playable teaser? Are you talking about Silent Hill, or are you talking about Evil Within? I got confused there.
Either one, they're both fucking scary. They removed it because the game got canceled. Yes, yeah, because I remember something happened. I actually wanted to play it for some fucking reason, even though I knew I was gonna shit my pants, and it just never came out. And I think somebody tried remaking it. Some smaller company tried remaking it or something, and that's the last I've heard of it.
Crazy.
I would not do it for 10 gifted subs. Fuck that. It's too scary, dude.
Nope. No, thank you. So Jay, Don't Cry said that that my voice is low on your side. Cash says it's just because I have a soft voice. I don't know which one's right.
I turned you up.
Thank you.
Maybe I should just turn myself down. Say something real quick.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn myself down a little bit. We're kind of even.
And Don't Cry, I'm slightly offended. Your friend. Bitch.
Friend. Zam, sounding good. Alright, audio's fixed. Piece of cake.
DJ is too loud.
You're too loud. His boyfriend. Alright, well, yeah, that's us. That's how we feel about scary games. Not a fan.
People have sold their PS4s for hundreds of dollars because they had the playable teaser for Silent Hill downloaded on it.
Yeah,
Damn,
I was
dude.
pissed because I got scared, so I uninstalled it. And
Shut
then,
the fuck up. Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't want to play it, dude. I just had it sitting there, and I wanted to get the new COD, and it was just taking up space, so I removed it. And then that shit happened, and I was kind of pissed off that I did it because I had it on my PlayStation. I'm like, dude, that shit was worth money. It was kind of like having Flappy Bird, Like
Yeah.
that's how much it was, how popular it was.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So back to the original question, which is, have you ever had to stop playing a game because it was too scary? So I've never stopped playing a game because it was too scary, but I also haven't really played a lot of like traditional horror games. But apparently for you,
What do you mean by
had to stop.
traditional?
Like, to me, Resident Evil is not a scary game.
What?
Not
Fuck
even
outta
a
here.
little bit. It's a zombie game. Like,
It's scary.
dude, it's just that's not what I think of. So whenever I think of like
you have
scary
more balls than I
games,
do.
Evil Within,
Okay, I
Dead
see what
Space
you're
is
saying.
actually pretty scary.
Like jump scare games.
Yeah, well, and
Resident
like
Evil wasn't too much of a jump scare game.
No, I haven't, but I haven't played like a lot of traditional scary games.
Yeah.
So for me, I've never stopped playing a game because it was too scary. When I
Okay.
was playing, I think I told you about this, but when I was playing that one, I always forget the name of that one zombie game that was really good. Both of us have played it.
Dead Island?
No, the other one,
Oh, Dying Light?
Dying Light. When
That
I was
game
playing
is fucking
that,
scary.
for Emily would stop watching because she would get scared.
Oh, damn. I don't
Yep.
blame her. I do not blame her. The funny thing about that game, dude, I would love playing that game during the day, like in the game. Not like, here.
Right.
Within the game, I would love playing it during the day, but as soon as it got dark, dude, I went to the shelter and then waited till it was day again because I could not play it at night, dude. It was too fucking scary.
It was a scary game at night. Like, it was very different.
Yeah, it was a whole different game, dude. They would rush at you and like, I just felt like they were right on my ass, dude. It was scary.
I watched a bunch of like not playthroughs. I watched a friend of mine play Amnesia, The Dark Descent quite a bit. And personally, I didn't find it scary. I thought it was a little cheesy, like kind of like that other game that we played. The
one with the dolls.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what it was called.
Amnesia was like a better version of that.
Okay.
But if I remember right, it was the same idea. Like, you had to have a flashlight. You had to like try and make the monster to leave.
Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the solving puzzles part is like what I don't really care for.
Yeah. Like, if you have to find a key, I mean, I'm okay with that. But once you have to start like flicking switches in a certain pattern and all that, like
Yeah.
that's too much. Okay, well let's move on to question number 2. Has a game's storyline ever made you cry?
Yes.
Which one?
So the first one that comes to mind is Final Fantasy X.
I've never played any Final Fantasy.
So actually, a few of the Final Fantasy games, but Final Fantasy X, like a few times, made me cry.
Really?
Yeah, there's this really badass wedding scene. The wedding scene got to me.
What?
Plus, yeah,
I was thinking you were gonna say somebody died. A wedding scene?
Yeah, so the wedding scene for Final Fantasy X was like really good, very emotional. And then, is anybody in chat currently playing Final Fantasy X? Like, and they never played it before because I don't want to give any spoilers.
I've never played it before.
You're not going to though, so I don't care about spoiling it for you. All right, so in Final Fantasy X, the main character, the character you play for roughly 120 to 140 hours, depending on how you play the game.
Okay.
The character that like has this fantastic love story and like the story with his dad and all of these really emotional tie-ins.
Yeah.
It turns out you're not fucking real.
Like you don't exist, or you just don't have an identity?
You don't exist.
That's weird.
And dude, it's so without like having the full storyline leading up to it, it is weird, but in the game it made sense. So but imagine being tied in to these character storylines, and like, you know, the character's such a good character, and then the girl he falls in love with, like everything just makes so much sense, and then it turns out that you're not real. So then you feel bad because you've been playing this dude that's doesn't exist, and then you feel bad for the chick because her lover doesn't exist, and like you don't exist.
That's a fucking weird ass game, dude.
Yep. Really good. Really good.
That doesn't even make sense, man.
What about you?
Okay. So there was this one game that got to me, dude. Have you ever played any of the Telltale games?
I played a little bit of the Walking Dead one.
That one. I can't remember what season it was. I don't know if it was season 1 or season 2 where the main fucking guy you play as, I forgot his name. And towards the end, he ends up getting bit in the arm, and obviously they don't chop it off like, you know, in the show. And he just dies on the floor, and Clementine just keeps on going. I think it was season 2.
I think it was.
Dude, that part was fucking sad, dude.
They were at the hotel and shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that part, dude.
Yep.
It was really good. So fucking sad, dude. That's probably the only game that's probably made me cry.
So that's a good story-based game, and that one makes sense. I'm trying to think if there's...
It's not like watching a wedding.
I know that like Final Fantasy, each of the Final Fantasy games that I played, well, from like 7, 8, 9, and 10, all had parts that definitely made me emotional. But I think it was just 9 and 10 that actually like made me cry. And with 9, I don't remember what anymore. I just remember that like I was definitely very emotionally invested in it.
Yeah.
And then PUBG.
And then PUBG happened.
Yeah, PUBG makes me cry though too, you know.
of happiness because we win every time.
Getting killed by hackers.
Right? Fuck.
Dude. Yeah, BioShock Infinite definitely had some really good points in it too, man.
I've never played that game.
BioShock Infinite was pretty damn good.
Isn't it? It's very futuristic, isn't it? Or am I thinking of the wrong game?
It is, but also isn't.
It's like Rust, huh?
Kinda.
Okay.
So
Among Us.
we haven't played Among Us, and I've never played The Last of Us either.
Dude, I couldn't play The Last of Us. It was too scary.
No.
It was just too fucking scary. I think I'm starting to realize I just don't like getting chased.
All right, then sit down.
Is that Justin?
Yep.
Welcome to the
go outside,
podcast.
I'm making him wait though.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I don't know if I am. You see his tail right there?
Yeah, I see his tail. It's like, come on,
Come here.
Red. Come on.
Yeah, he really is. All right, let me go let him
Let
out.
me
real
go
quick.
outside. I gotta go pee. Setup is dope. Have you not seen it, Cash? We've had a couple different setups depending on how many guests we have on the podcast. This is our 2-cam setup. We have a 3 and a 4 and a full screen for whenever we show like certain artwork or music or something, you know, like a clip of something. I haven't really looked at it. It's actually changed quite a bit. We've redone camera borders. I don't know if we've always had the animated background. Done a few things. Progress. So we're gonna be moving on to question number 3. I'm just gonna go ahead and read it off. Question number 3 is, what's your favorite game genre? And I think everyone knows our answer. I'm sure X knows too.
What do I know?
Favorite game genre?
Currently or
Sure.
currently
Forever
it
and
is-
of all time.
Well,
Just the all time.
The thing is I'm gonna say that my favorite of all time is what I'm currently playing. Because otherwise, if it was truly my favorite of all time, then I would still be playing it, right?
Well, not necessarily.
I haven't played my childhood favorite in a long time, so
Okay, your all time favorite
it's
genre.
probably gonna be battle
average.
royales. Battle royales.
Battle royales? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna categorize mine as shooters, because you know the battle royale kind of falls into that.
FPS.
Yeah, like FPS shooters. I've always been a huge fan of FPS shooters. I think
See, what's crazy?
right behind that would be probably racing games.
What's crazy is when I was growing up, RPGs and racing games were my absolute favorites. Like,
RPGs. Okay.
dude, I played the shit out of Final Fantasy games, Legends of Dragoon, Breath of Fire, all of these old school RPG games. But then I also played a lot of like Need for Speed, Gran Turismo, mostly Need
Fuck
for
yeah,
Speed and
dude.
Gran Turismo.
Hell yeah.
I also play like Burnout, and then
Burnout was fucking sick, dude.
Burnout was so much fun.
Midnight Club.
And
Did you play Midnight Club?
I did play Midnight Club a bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember which Burnout it was, but there was one of the Burnouts was like just really focused on causing accidents, and I
Yeah.
fucking loved that one.
Yeah. Those are fun.
But now I prefer FPS and specifically battle royales like considerably more. I
Yeah,
don't
for
think
sure.
I could even sit down and play an RPG at this point.
I probably couldn't either. It's I don't know, it's too slow. There's not much that goes on. Well, there's a lot of dead time, I should say.
And the stuff that I used to enjoy, I don't enjoy anymore.
Yeah. Like I really used to like playing Age of Empires back when, I don't even know when that was a thing. I think it was a thing even before I started playing it.
Right.
When I started playing it, it was back in 2007, 6 maybe. I pretty much burnt one of my gaming, or it wasn't even a gaming laptop. It was just an old Gateway laptop that I had that I just kind of broke because I used it too much. But I used to play the shit out of that game. Probably 2-3 years worth of playing that game.
So I said Burnout Takedown was the one that was focused on causing accidents.
Yes, Burnout Takedown.
That was
Yep.
really good.
That's
And
the one.
I think that the main part of Burnout Takedown was where like you were taking out your opponents. But I think there was actually the mini mode where you were driving down a road and then you had to cause the biggest accident possible. And I fucking loved playing that mode, dude.
Jumping off of ramps and fucking hitting a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
Yep, that was hella fun.
It was. Don't Cry Baby said, "What is your first game?" Was that one of the questions we
First,
actually had?
it seems like it would be, right? Let's see.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
What was your first game like ever played? Like just a game, or like on a certain console? Or
I would say, like, what's the game that you remember spending time playing? Like your oldest memories.
damn. Hmm. Oh, I know. And you're gonna laugh. Nintendo 64. Diddy Kong Racing.
Nice.
I used to play the shit out of that game, dude. I beat it in normal mode, and let me remind you, I was like 5 years old. Beat it in normal, beat it in hard, and then started unlocking like some hidden levels or whatever. I'd never beat it in like whatever the highest fucking tier was.
Nice. So
Dude,
Don't
Diddy Kong
Cry
Racing.
said for him, Pepsi Man? What the fuck was Pepsi Man? I don't even know what that is.
Pepsi Man.
I know
Huh?
most games, man.
Is that like
Pepsi
Paperboy?
Man. Oh shit. This is old.
Is it?
Yeah.
How old is that? I want to see what that looks like.
Oh, it's not even, it looks old. It's actually not.
What is it on?
It was from 1999 and it was on PlayStation. So for me, the first games that I actually like remember playing
Pepsi Man, what the fuck?
are
I have never seen this game.
I remember playing all of the Mario Brothers games. Like I can't tell you which one I actually remember playing first, but like I remember playing Mario 2 and Mario 3.
Okay.
And then like so clearly whenever I really got into gaming, it was all on NES and then SNES. I've been playing for I don't know, like 10 years longer than most of you. And I've been playing games since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
Some of my earliest memories were playing games. So like I remember spending fucking countless nights when I was like 6 years old, staying over at my friend's house who was like 4. You know, like we were young,
Damn.
and playing like Tetris all night. And then I remember playing like 1942, old like airplane game, stupid hard. I remember playing Top Gun and hating it, like wanting to actually smash the game.
Did you ever play Raiden, the airplane game where you like shoots and you pick fucking power ups and it fucking gets all massive? I used to love that game. I didn't play it enough, but I love that game.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out, like
I never played that game.
Dude, that game was fucking hard. Like you'd have to learn how to do all the different combos, but really it was just about, learning the strategy behind it.
Correct.
Then like beating Mike Tyson was a fucking bitch.
In game and in real life.
Apparently.
He can still hit, dude. He's old, but he can still hit.
I bet. Yeah. I remember spending a lot of time playing a lot of different games. Most of my early like good memories were playing video games with my friends and family.
Yeah. For real, I'm the same way. We used to play Nintendo 64 like a lot. Fucking the 007 games, those were fucking awesome. GoldenEye, what's that other one? There was another one that was very big.
Perfect Dark.
What was it called?
Perfect Dark.
Was it that one? I don't think I ever played that one.
Really?
It doesn't ring a bell. 007.
Yeah, Perfect Dark was the other game that was really, really big at the same time as 007. And personally, I preferred Perfect Dark.
No, I never played that one actually.
Dude, that game was fucking good. Oh, and Turok also was a really, really solid game.
Dude, I never got around to playing Turok. I think my dad never wanted to buy me it. I don't know why.
If you liked GoldenEye and dinosaurs, you love Turok. That's
okay.
That simple.
Duke Nukem. Did you ever play that?
Of course.
You want to hear something funny? Back in the day, I used to be scared of that game.
What?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why, dude. Maybe like the growling noises they would make. I don't know, dude. It was just fucking scary for some reason.
I said I never owned a console until the Nintendo 64. It was a special night if you went to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video and rented a console.
You could rent one? I didn't know that.
I actually remember being able to rent consoles.
What?
So some of my earliest bad memories, I remember. So like I grew up
World is not enough.
poor, stupid poor. Okay, my Nintendo got stolen 2 different times, and so my mom ended up having to buy us 3 fucking Nintendos, and
Holy
we
shit.
were a super poor family, but that was like our primary source of entertainment. So I remember that shit. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she made it. She made it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yes, Messi. Banjo-Kazooie. I played that game so much too. I didn't own it, but I would repeatedly rent it, or my dad would, because I hella liked that game and I just wanted to beat it. But that game was awesome. Banjo-Kazooie.
Metal Gear. GG's never played Metal Gear Solid.
No.
Don't cry. Like, never has.
I've
But
never
Metal
played that
Gear
game.
Solid was such a good game. And I never played Let's Talk Pikachu, but I played Pokemon Snap.
Dude, I did, yeah. I tried. That was stupid.
Pokemon Snap was so fun.
It was stupid, dude.
It was
even
so
as
fun.
a kid, I knew that game was stupid.
I loved it, man.
Like, you just wrote on this thing and you took pictures. Like,
dude, see, Messi knows what's up. Pokemon Snap was amazing. They're
How?
remaking it. Yep.
Why?
It was really cool figuring out how to throw whatever the fuck you were throwing at the Pokemon to make them do their evolutions.
Okay. So
and then
you just took pictures, right?
And then but then you it was super competitive for back then. Like you could actually go and like find out how your pictures matched up against other pictures. You could go to Blockbuster and get your pictures printed out.
What?
Yeah.
How come I didn't know about all this?
Yep.
I had no idea that was a thing. I thought it was just a fucking game. You take pictures of Pokemon. Like,
nope. I mean, it was, but nope.
Yeah.
There was a super competitive side to it.
Wow.
And I like that, you know. Pokemon Stadium was pretty good too.
You guys are all gonna hate me, dude. I've never played any God of War.
That's surprising. Why?
I don't know, dude. I've always heard it's a very great game, very good storyline, graphics and all that shit, but just something doesn't draw me into it. I don't know.
I haven't played since like the second God of War.
And I feel like it's one of those games where you have to start at the beginning to understand the rest of the storyline. You can't just jump in at the end and like fully enjoy it.
I won't go and play any of them now. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me as much as games like that used to.
Yeah.
Dude, the first God of War was absolutely the first time I ever saw tits in a game too, Ice Wolf.
What the fuck?
I was like, oh my god, there's tits in a game. Well,
were they like
technically?
Did they look like I don't know, like a they weren't
decent.
round, right?
They were roundish.
Ish. They had some sort of corners.
I was about to say the same thing. If it was the first time I saw realistic tits in a game. The first time I saw tits in a game was definitely Conker's Bad Fur game. Conker's Bad Fur Day. And it was with the sunflower with the super gigantic tits.
You perverts.
Hey, we didn't make the game.
Assassin's Creed, yeah. I played maybe 3 Assassin's Creeds and then I don't know, then I just kind of faded away. But they were good. I enjoyed them.
Let's see.
I think that's when I got more into like shooter games. Then I kind of stopped playing that. Are you looking for a clip of it or something? You are, huh?
Look at that.
Where'd you put it?
Yeah, on the look at my stream.
Is that a flower? Is that a sunflower?
That's a sunflower, dude.
What?
Yep.
Why? Why are they so massive? Goddamn game developers.
The squirrel, the main character of the game, the squirrel, was trying to help a bumblebee.
Wait, I think you told me about this already.
Yeah. He was trying to help a bumblebee cheat on his wife to get with the sunflower.
All right.
Yeah, and I did know that there's going to be a new Pokemon Snap game. Yeah, dude,
That's
it's just
funny.
it's stupid crazy. All right, so I think that this next question's like, I think we've already answered it a couple times over.
Yeah, we
Do you
did.
prefer multiplayer games or to go solo? Just like in real life, playing with other people is more fun than playing by yourself.
Are you ready to play?
Oh, wait a minute. That's not my other one.
With yourself.
With yourself.
Do you prefer co-op or player versus player?
Oh man, that's hard. It's hard because I've enjoyed both a lot. I used to play a lot of Rainbow Six Las Vegas.
Yep.
Yeah. That game was so much fun, dude. I kid you not, me and my dad would stay up, and this was like back, when did that game come out? 2000.
The first one or second?
Either one. I played both. Let's go with the first one.
2006.
2006. Okay, so I was in high school, and we would play the shit out of that game. Me and my dad would stay up like literally past midnight, just fucking playing over the weekend. And it was super fun, dude. Like just the aspect of being able to play with another person and to complete the mission. Like it was different at that time. You wouldn't see that in many games.
Nope.
And that's what really drew me in.
Yeah, so I played Vegas 2 like just so many times over playing with my son.
Yeah.
Like we just played the hell out of that. And what's crazy is I think that like between 2000 and 2012.
Dad? Is that you?
Yeah. This is why we've always gotten along, DJ.
Explains everything, man. Fuck.
Explains everything. Between like 2000 and 2012, I preferred playing co-op games versus multiplayer. But now I prefer multiplayer over co-op.
Correct. Yeah, I'm the same way.
But I still prefer multiplayer with a squad or duos, which I guess is multiplayer with co-op.
Well, think about it this way, dude. Like are the game we play now, PUBG. If you really sit down and think about it, if we play duos, it technically is co-op.
Yeah, or if we're playing squads even, it's co-op.
Yeah.
It's just we're playing co-op against other people.
Live co-op.
You did a bad thing. You bought Rainbow Six Siege again, but did you buy it for console or for PC? And if you bought it for PC, have you realized that you suck at it yet?
I suck at it too.
Dude, it's so much more difficult than playing on console.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Have you played yet?
First game. Oof.
No mids?
I seems to be really enjoying all the games we're naming off right now. You probably played a lot of these games with Ice, right?
What? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, Ice was my roommate off and on for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
When we played Siege together quite a bit, we were playing on. That was the last. I think it was the last game I really played on console, and I was with him and my son when we were just like killing it, man.
Mm-hmm. You're a pro gamer, kid.
What did you say about pro gamer kid?
You're a pro gamer, kid.
Oh yeah. Yep. He's stupid good. All right. What or who got you into video games in the first place?
It was you, Dad. It was you. It was actually my dad. Like he bought me the N64. When did it come out, by the way? Because I never did research on that. But it must have been a few months after it came out, or maybe a year or so.
96.
Okay, then he probably got it when it first came out, and that was my first ever console that I owned. And he was pretty much the one that got me into it, and he would actually play with me. So that's kind of how I started my gaming career, back on N64 with my
Nice.
3 hands.
With your
I hated that controller.
that controller made no sense.
It didn't, and it was so shitty, dude. Like, I owned that same console for so long because I would always take care of my shit, and I
You have to
remember
replace the fucking controllers.
I remember the first day the little analog knob thingy broke, and I've always liked opening shit up, so I opened the shit out of the controller, pulled it out, and I kid you not, everything inside was fucking plastic, including like the little knobs that controlled everything. I'm like, it's a bunch of plastic and springs and shit. Why the fuck don't they make this metal or something that's gonna last?
Nope.
Yep, nope.
No, thank you.
I always hated
dude.
them for that. How about yourself?
So honestly, I have no idea what got me into playing games.
Really?
I think maybe my uncle, on my mom's side. I have one uncle on my mom's side, and I remember playing games really young with him. Like I remember playing Wizards and Warriors and like Zelda and shit. Yeah, like old games, man. But past that, like my mom didn't really play. My mom played like some arcade games.
Mhm.
My dad hated the fact that I played games.
Really?
So yeah, like he would take me to arcades every once in a while, just when like he knew that he needed to spend time with me.
Yeah.
But like I always gravitated towards games. So like I always enjoyed games.
Mhm.
Like traditional gamer, kid,
Yeah.
where I was small, I was scrawny, so I didn't really fit in with playing sports. Sports didn't really interest me, and I
Mhm.
got hooked playing games, and I was really fucking good at them early on.
Yeah.
Like good enough to where I remember wanting to enter into like Nintendo, in the Nintendo magazines that used to come out, Nintendo Power. They would have monthly challenges, but they were always on new games, and I was a poor ass kid,
Yeah.
so I would always like. First of all, I would only get the subscription for the magazine at my dad's house, so I was already late to the fucking party because I wouldn't get it on time.
Which he burned because he hated games, right?
No, which he refused to have sent to my house because he wanted me to like enjoy it while I was there with him. But I was like,
Oh,
you're
okay.
you're dicking me around here, Dad. Like, come on. So, but anyways, I
You
would
almost got
always,
it. Gotta be
I would
quicker than
always
that.
fucking do the challenges, but would never do them in a timely manner because I didn't get to,
Yeah.
and like would just ace these challenges where you would be able to win shit. And then I remember like watching this old ass fucking movie from like the 80s or 90s. I don't even remember what year, called The Wizard.
Of
It was
Oz?
a no, it was a movie about a professional gaming competition. And
Okay.
in that movie was they did the final game that they played in the final competition
Mhm.
was Mario 3. And that was the very first time that you got to see Mario 3 was in the movie. So like they leaked, yeah, it was like a premiere of the game was in the
Yeah.
movie. And it
It's
was,
like part of it, like a reveal, kind of.
yep, it was fucking awesome.
That's an interesting way of doing it.
Super badass, dude. But yeah, I mean, the gaming's always been kind of just my thing. I don't think that anybody like really nurtured that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny that you say that you say that about the arcades, because back in the day, I think before I even had the N64, like we would always hit up the arcades, and my dad would just straight up go play, and he'd
Yeah,
give
I
me
mean,
a few
that's
coins, and
badass.
like he would go to play with me. It
Right.
wasn't like your dad. Unfortunately, he hated
No.
games.
Yep.
But yeah, I remember those times. It was good times. And most of you in chat probably won't know what
Don't
that's
even know
like
what the
because
fucking arcade is.
coronavirus probably won't let arcades happen anymore.
Did y'all have diversions in your area?
Diversions?
Diversions arcade rooms?
What is that? I don't know.
It's
Maybe.
fucking, so like all of the the biggest major arcades that we had here in San Antonio, there used to be a bunch of them, were diversions arcade rooms. Like a diversion from the reality, diversion from your shitty life.
No, we
No,
did not
yeah,
have
anyways,
that. No.
Diversions was a badass arcade. They always had like the coolest new games and a really good selection.
Yeah. Nah, ours was shitty, but it was still fun. Had all the good ones like Time Crisis and all that shit.
So Gamer Girl said, my dad got me into Xbox and Nintendo 64. Then I was a mobile gamer in high school. When I went to college, my boyfriend at the time got me into PC gaming. Nice.
Interesting. Xbox and N64, but when did the Xbox come out? Was it like it was
96.
after 64, right?
Oh, the Xbox? Yes, it came out after
It
that.
had to have been because it was CDs and like
Yeah.
64 was fucking cassettes or cartridges or whatever that you had to like blow on and lick them and shit to get them to work.
The original Xbox came out in 2001.
Yeah. That's about right.
All right, so what is the longest amount of time you have sat playing games nonstop?
I know this one. And you're gonna think I'm gonna say my 24-hour stream, but that's not even it. That's not even it, because I actually, I took breaks. I think the longest time I played without getting up was it Black Ops 2 or Black Ops? I was playing zombies with my brother. PlayStation 3, I think, or 4? No, 3. We sat in our living room, started in the morning, and played for 9 hours to try to get to level, was it like 80 or something? Dude, you had to spend so much time, dude. Shut up. Anyways, yeah, we just sat there, dude, and like we took fucking turns just making or controlling the crawlers and whatnot. And I just remember sitting there for 9 hours and we were fucking beat, dude, by the end of it.
Oh my god.
We didn't even get up to go to the bathroom or anything, dude.
Okay, so how many of my people out here in chat
This motherfucker probably has a record.
ever grinded in World of Warcraft to try and hit max level in the first weekend it came out?
Oh god.
Let's give it a few seconds.
Oh,
Let's see if any of these people in here have ever done this. Ice, did you ever do it? Are you there?
I only played World of Warcraft for like a week until I reached a certain level, and then you had to pay for it. And then I was like, nope.
So
I'm poor.
So for me, I don't know the number of hours. I think the last time I ever did this, and which was probably the most serious I was about it too.
Yeah.
So the basics of World of Warcraft.
Mhm.
You level up a character. There's a max level. I think it was when the I don't even remember what the expansion was called. The Panda expansion is what anybody that played World of Warcraft.
I remember that one. Yeah.
When that expansion came out, I took off like a full week of work.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure we went probably 36 to 40 hours. I don't remember for sure. Straight. No sleep.
Straight.
No breaks. I mean, like bathroom breaks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 36 to 40 hours straight.
Dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
That's an insane amount of hours, dude. That's a whole fucking work week.
9 hours? I play 9 hours like on a good Saturday. We put in 9 hours on a Saturday night.
Yes, but I was talking about like not getting up to even go to the bathroom.
Man, I don't know
Like,
about that.
like if I count time of me playing and like not stopping, then yeah, my 24-hour stream. But
Well, you took 30-minute breaks there.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, then 12 hours. Fuck, man. Well, what if I want to go take a 30-minute shit? I technically stop for 30 minutes, you know?
So 9 hours without bathroom breaks. I don't know what the longest I've ever done without a bathroom break
It was
is.
painful, dude. It was
So I don't
painful.
like I'll stop and go to the restroom, but like
Yeah.
what's your longest playing? So your 24-hour stream was probably the longest you actually played games straight for?
Yeah. 24 hours.
Dude, I would do like 24 to 36 hours nonstop gaming on a semi-regular basis.
Dude,
Not even joking.
that's sad because I'm still better than you.
I
I had to.
And like playing World of Warcraft is definitely where I would do that the most often.
Yeah.
Easily do it the most often.
But in that game there was a lot of downtime, right? It's not like trying to play a fucking shooter game where you're constantly like focused
Not
and
like so if you played WoW like we played WoW, there was not downtime. You
Really?
maximize your time doing various things as much as possible. Yeah, especially so trying to hit achievements like being the first person to hit whatever the level cap is, or even being the first person in your class to hit the level cap.
Yeah.
Like that shit's real. And the people go fucking hard. And you can't have downtime when you're doing that shit.
Well, I understand that part, but I also remember when I played that game, you have to travel to certain locations.
Oh yeah, no.
Like
But even in the running time, like when you're just traveling, you have to be paying attention, otherwise you end up dead.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
I guess maybe once you get to like higher levels and shit.
And, no, even in lower levels, just depending on where you are and how you're doing it. But when you're going for maximum shit, you have to maximize the level of difficulty with efficiency, so you're always putting yourself on edge.
Okay. To gain more XP and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Did you ever grind to try and hit level cap on the first weekend that WoW ever came out? Like any of the expansions?
That's when he stopped playing WoW. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
dude, I could not do that.
I almost got back into classic WoW.
Fuck. I'm glad you did
almost, dude. This right here would have never happened.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that.
It was actually when classic WoW came out is when you and I started playing consistently.
Yeah.
I just remembered that.
Yeah, that is true. Because that's when TK fucking disappeared into that realm.
Yep.
And we never saw him again, unfortunately.
Because, well, I guess that was when I stopped even going into my other servers and I started staying. It was just not just you and I, but it was you and I.
Yeah.
Yep, that's when we lost TK though.
Yeah, sad times. Sad times.
So, what's a game you've spent the most amount of money on?
None. Actually, no, I'm kidding. If I had to choose a game where I've spent the most money on, I think, not including the actual price of the game itself,
right?
I would have to say PUBG, because this is the
Just
game
because
where
of the battle passes.
Because of the battle passes, correct. I've never been a person to want to spend money on any fucking game, especially if it's not gonna make you better. If it's just gonna make you look cool or whatever, I could give two shits about that.
Dude, so you've avoided most mobile games then, right?
Definitely. Yeah, because they were all paid to win or
mobile
whatever.
Games are the worst.
Yeah.
So for me, from non-mobile, League of Legends is where I've spent the most money. But I've been playing League of Legends for 10, 11, maybe even 12 years.
What's the reasoning for spending money in that game?
Oh, the cosmetics, 100%.
Okay.
But the cosmetics, since it's a top-down game, like you actually get to see your cosmetics, and it's not just cool skins. Like the skins will have badass animations that go along with them, but it's all cosmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent over the years. I've definitely done that. I've spent a lot of money on it, like a lot. But I also looked at it as
thousands.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Probably,
insane.
if I had to put a number on it, probably $1,500. What sucks is I don't have the account that I actually invested all that money into.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yep.
Dude. What? Why? What happened? You gave it to your son or something?
Nope, I got the end.
Oh fuck, that's even worse.
Yep. Not even for
bad, man.
For being a dick.
Fuck. I knew you were racist.
No, not racist. Actually, it was funny because the chat logs where I got banned, like they weren't even that bad. Like honestly, they weren't that bad. But
And you're comparing to like to today, right? To shit that happens today.
no, I just mean like in general.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
that bad. But I know how to say things to get underneath people's skin. And so when people are really bad, and it
Yeah.
led to me being reported by like
Multiple.
all of my everybody.
Damn, that sucks,
And
dude.
then I took a long break from it.
Yeah.
But that's not even the worst, dude. So
Oh god.
so on mobile, there's a game called Fantastica. Fantastica was this really cool game. It's a mixture of tower defense and dungeon crawler and a collectible trading card game. Like combinations of all of those elements. But they would have like events that would last a week or 2 weeks. And dude, mobile games really are the devil. And in order to be successful in the event, you had to spend money to get like special characters that allowed you to earn event points quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't even feel comfortable saying how much.
This game
Like, I
looks
really don't.
weird. It looks like some fucking airbender type-ish map shit.
Fantastica? Did you look it up?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and there's like a character with massive boobs. Unless I'm looking at the wrong game.
No, I'm sure you're looking at the right game.
Okay.
So the thing
and
is,
the logo is like a little carnival type of tent in the background. Fantastica. Like in a
so it's it should, I don't even know what the logo looks like. Let's see. Fantastica.
might be looking at
It
the wrong
should-
one.
I think you're looking at the wrong one. It should have a whole bunch of characters. There's not a T in it. It's Fantastica.
Oh, I put a T. I put a second T.
Yeah. Oh,
That's not the game then.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's not a second T. So what was nice though, this game, you could get these characters in it, but then you could sell your characters on the black market, like legitimately sell them.
On the black market?
Yep. So
what the fuck?
yeah, so it was totally against like the rules, the terms of service.
Yeah.
But they allowed trading in game, and since they allowed trading in game, then of course there's going to be people who are like, I will trade you this super rare character.
Is this kind of
or-
like a Zelda type game? Like as far as movement and stuff?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. There's elements of a lot of different types of games.
yeah.
And this game was really successful. But because of the being able to earn high value rewards by participating in events, but in order to be successful in an event, you had to spend money. Like, dude, I could buy a used car, like a nice
my
used car
God,
for the amount of money I
no.
spent on this game. What's fucked up is my friend Big Mike,
Big
Ice Wolf
Mike?
knows. Big Mike, like on one event, he realized he dropped like $4,000
What?
and didn't even place in the top 10.
How do you drop
Dude.
$4,000? No,
Mhm.
like, what the fuck would you
Dude.
guys buy? Like
Dude, that's what I'm
credits or
saying.
what?
It's not, and it's not even like that. It's pay to win, but it's not a guarantee thing. Honestly, games like that, what they get you with is that you have to invest money
Mhm.
and stupid amounts of time. So what's crazy is the people who consistently come in first place on those games
Mhm.
have like endless pockets
Of
and
course.
don't actually work. Like, so I don't understand how it happened. Because in order to get first
fuck?
place in a game like that during an event, you would literally have to grind the event like 16 hours a day
Mhm.
and have between $4,000 to $6,000 to invest. No, I'm not exaggerating.
Every game?
Every event. If you are
Holy shit.
consistently on the top 5 of events like that for that game, yeah. Yep, and that's what Ice just said is what those people are referred to as. They're referred to as whales.
Oh, Will or what?
Well, he's saying well harder, but you're referred to as a whale.
Will, okay.
Yep, and
Wow.
the developers of those games are whale hunters. They look for the biggest whales, so they make games that entice people with deep pockets
Yeah.
to shovel out money. Well, and And
I
they're
had no
very
idea.
addicting games, dude. Very addicting. And the thing is like the companies that make these types of games make a bunch of various games, and when the game starts dying, they'll make a new one. They change up some things, and they, you know,
They'll pretty much just reskin it.
the new term is Kraken. No, I haven't heard of that.
Kraken.
Like seriously, so I know that
God.
I go into mobile gaming, but I also know that he's more careful about playing. Kraken's
100 grand. What
Dude,
the fuck?
I've played a couple of games like that where the best players spend stupid amounts of money. And the thing is though, is that the games that make, or like the developers that make these really good games,
Mhm.
the way that you get people to spend that much money is by not allowing, but by allowing people to trade and sell the items that they can earn that are super limited.
Yeah.
Because you know, then there's actually cash value
Yeah.
that you can get from it.
Exactly. That's how you bring up the value in items. That's insane, dude. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Absolutely.
Yet alone, I didn't even know they had names for people like that.
Yep. 100%, man.
Kraken.
Stay away from mobile gaming. Mobile gaming is absolutely the devil.
Dude, I don't even think I even have a mobile game on my fucking phone. One, because I hate killing my battery.
There's no mobile games that I'm playing right now.
Yeah, me neither.
Even Pokemon Go, like they were really smart about the way they did it. And if you wanted to be successful in Pokemon Go, you were going to spend money or hack, one or the other.
Yeah, or hack. I played it for a little bit until they started hacking. So I was like, eh.
Yep.
Candy Crush. Yeah, Candy Crush is still alive somehow. Don't understand why. I got tired of it really quick. I guess it's a boomer game, right? I feel like boomers play that game a lot. X,
I think you're right,
you still play it?
No.
All right, so so this one's gonna trigger a lot of people. Are PC gamers really superior to console players?
So hold on. So right there. So right now, the consoles that are getting ready to come out, one of the things that I've seen people saying about them is consoles have finally caught up to PC. The PS5 and the new Xbox, like to a degree, it's true. The PS5 and the new Xbox are actually better than the majority of the people's computers that are in our chats right now. Not our computers.
Correct.
But the majority of the people that we play.
Your average PC, starter PC.
The thing is, the 3090 that releases this month,
dude,
you can play at 60 FPS, 8K gaming. Get the fuck out of here with your consoles have not been your consoles caught up to where we were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I guess the real question here is, what's better, controller or mouse? I think that's the real question. Who's superior? Because if you put it that way, I mean, performance wise, before the new graphics cards get released, you know, they're not evenly matched, but they're pretty damn close.
And that's I'm gonna agree with actually what GG just said. If we look at whether the mouse or controller is better, it depends on the game. 100%.
Yeah, I could agree to a certain degree.
Yep. Like Fall Guys, better with mouse or better with controller?
I haven't actually played it on mouse, but I just went straight into controller because everybody was saying it was easier on controller. So that's kind of how I just started playing it with controller that game.
I refuse to hook up a controller to my PC.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to.
Just bring back memories.
I play Rocket League with my mouse. I think the only way I would ever actually pair up a controller to my computer is if I were playing a fighting game.
I was about to say that, yeah.
And only because I don't know how the fuck you play a fighting game on mouse.
You're just going hardcore with your mouse.
Can you do it though? Like
I don't know, dude.
Or do you have to use your mouse keys? How do you do the little like when you have to rotate?
Well, I guess it depends what game, because if you were to play like Street Fighter, where it's like 2D in a sense.
Yeah, but you still have to to do a Hadouken to throw a fireball. You have to rotate.
Oh, I see what you're saying. DSA, DSAW, DSAW. I don't know. And then click your punch button.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So, controller. I would say
Back,
controller.
forward, punch. Hadouken. Something, right?
Personally, are PC gamers superior to console players? I'm gonna say no, because like if you're good with a mouse and you suck with a controller, you're better with a mouse. If you're great with a controller and you suck with a mouse, you're great with a controller. And if you put somebody who's not good on a mouse against somebody who's good on a controller, the controller's gonna win. I will say PC gamers are definitely more elitist than console gamers.
For sure.
Like there are definitely more egos in PC gaming than there are in console. But then even
are there more pros on PC than there is like for console? Do you know that at all?
The thing is I think that there's more money in PC gaming than there is in console gaming.
Okay.
So because of that, I'm going to say, yeah, there's more pros. But the reality is I think that the majority of those pros, the majority of the money that goes into competitive gaming goes into 2 games, 3 games that don't exist on console. League of Legends, Dota 2, and StarCraft.
Yeah, that's true.
All 3 of those have really big comp scenes, so of course there's going to be more pro players.
Right.
There has to be, and that just doesn't exist on console. Fighting games don't really generate a lot of high-end comp stuff. Like there is high-end comp for fighting games, but it's a much smaller niche.
Like Smash Bros, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
And then the next piece is FPS, and like Halo, I think is bigger on console. I think Call of Duty. So. I think Call of Duty, the comp scene is also bigger on console.
PS4 maybe.
Rainbow Six Siege, the community was bigger on console, but I think the comp scene existed primarily on PC, which never made sense to me.
Yeah.
But then like where I think outside of your MOBA games, I think that the most money is in battle royales, and that I'm pretty sure all of the big money comes from PC.
Yeah, for sure. PC Master Race. Well, we didn't even include mobile. I mean,
no,
mobile's, I don't know how they would even fucking transfer to PC or console and how they would perform. That'd be interesting. Yep. Or us going to mobile, like we kind of had somewhat agreed to.
Mobile to console is fine because you're already used to a controller setup. It's just
dude, it's different because it's on a screen. I've tried to play on the screen. It's different. Maybe similar hand positioning.
Similar hand positioning versus switching from mobile to PC. Totally fucking different. You know?
Yeah, I can see that because it's a virtual controller.
It's thrown into a fucking dinosaur world. You're like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But so GG pointed out that neither PC nor console is superior to one another, but PC is better because there's so much more PC can do that console can't. Example, Steam Workshop.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, I think when Fallout 4 came out, was when they finally started introducing the modding community to Xbox. And I could be wrong on the timeline, but I know that with Fallout 4, they did allow you for the modders to do stuff on the Xbox, which was a huge step forward. But overall, for similar reasons, I'm going to say that PC is better. Personally, I think that PC is better because it allows for more customization. You have a significantly broader spectrum of games, even though people like us only play
stores.
Games. Yeah, you have multiple ways to get it. You have reduced overhead on some of the stuff. You get more access to indie games. But then on the flip side, for comp gaming, I think that console gaming is a really great way to go because you only have to spend money the one time, and then you have, in most cases, the same edge as everybody else. Versus in the PC world, you have to have decent funding to actually be able to compete at a good level.
And in a sense, it's almost paid to win, kind of.
To a degree.
Yeah.
Like, it's that part sucks. Like, that is part that I will give console a big edge on, is you pay for your console one time and you're going to be equivalent to the majority of other people, other than like, are you playing on a monitor versus a TV, which most people don't play on monitors that play console, you know, but there is a big
that's
advantage
huge.
to that.
That is huge. I remember when I wasn't aware of that way back in the day. I would always play on a regular TV, and I always play console on TV. As soon as I switched over to a fucking monitor, and I'm talking like, I did start off with a 144. I switched over to 144, and Elijah in the Discord, I mentioned it to him, and that was the first person I told. I'm like, dude, you need to get a monitor. He's like, oh no, you're full of shit. Like, you just want a screen that looks cool. I'm like, no. Other than it looking cool, it performs significantly better, because we were playing COD and, like, you know, frames mattered, and I was performing him by a lot. And that's when it started making sense of how other people were landing these fucking ridiculous shots even before you saw them, because of that fucking short delay. And that's when I was introduced into the world of FPS. And now I'm on a 244 hertz.
Did you hear that they're coming out with a 300 and something hertz?
I just don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, though, because to jump from 144 to 240, it's a difference, but it's not, I feel like it's not too much to where it's very noticeable, or it impacts the way you play the game. From 60 to 144, oh, definitely.
Right.
But I just don't know. And let's just not even get started with 4K gaming. Or 8K, if that's a thing. I don't even know if that's possible. It's possible.
Yep.
I wouldn't be great as far as performance. You'd have to be running like top of the line shit with a car radiator or something. 4K gaming is a scam. Why would you say it's a scam? It's a thing. I don't know if I would ever go to 4K gaming. Probably not.
Maybe in time when everything gets a little bit cheaper.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you know, I mean, because like getting a 4K, a card that will play at 4K, that's not the difficult part. Getting a card and a monitor, that's where it starts to get crazy. Plus, none of the games we really play are meant for 4K.
No.
Not yet.
None of them, actually.
You start to have a disadvantage competitively.
Yeah.
No, like my computer is capable of running PUBG on ultra high, but then I can't see people as good.
Exactly.
In my fucking,
Do I want to render all that foliage into the game? No.
All right. So last question. I'm gonna let you answer this one first, DJ. What game have you spent the most amount of time playing?
Fuck. This one's it's hard to answer because I want to say COD, but I don't want to say COD because, you know, every year you get a new COD, so it technically wouldn't fall under the same game. But
I would say COD.
Then again, I also want to say Age of Empires because I spent years playing that fucking game. Like I said, I fucking completely demolished a laptop. But I also want to say PUBG because I have a shit ton of hours in it too. Not probably enough to where it gets close to Age of Empires, but I think Age of Empires is going to take it. I spent just so much time on that game. And I think I even took like a year break and I went back into it too. Once I had an actual gaming PC, which is now my streaming PC, I played a little bit more when I built that one. But if I had to guess, probably, I don't know how many hours, but at least a solid 4 years, at least.
Yeah.
Easy.
So I don't remember for sure because I haven't checked in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But on World of Warcraft, so in World of Warcraft, you can, when you log on to a character, you can type in the command /played, and it tells you how many hours you've invested on that character, not in the game.
Okay.
Any World of Warcraft player who's played for more than 500 hours is going to have multiple characters. The last time I had checked, I had over 1 year of played time.
Played time?
Correct.
Well, fuck, dude, you spent 40 hours a week, did you say? I'm just playing the game. In a weekend? Oh my god.
So when you do /played, it doesn't give you the hours. It gives you hours at first and then days. And yeah, the last time I remember checking, it was over 365 days. So that game, for sure, it was over 8,760 hours. But I also played it for a long time, and for a year of that time when I played, I was unemployed and managing a top 50 worldwide guild.
God damn.
Like, we were good.
Yeah. Do you ever look back at that number and be like, does it ever hit you like, fuck, what the fuck was I doing with my life?
Fuck no. For me, like, I know that some people are going to experience like those moments of regret.
Yeah.
But I won't ever look back on that and think, oh man, what if I had been, I don't know, what are you gonna do, jack off more? Like,
I don't know, man, studying like computer graphics or some shit, trying to be a doctor or something, productive. I don't know.
Do you
Teaching
think
yourself
that, like,
a skill or something. I don't know, dude.
I was meeting people and building relationships that I would have never done otherwise.
Yeah.
I ended up, traveling across the United States to go hang out with some of the people from our guild. We made countless memories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was huge to us. At some point, even though I haven't played the game in like 4 years, I still plan on getting a tattoo of the Horde symbol at some point because it had such a big impact in our life.
Yeah.
Our family's and I's wedding cake, which was a beautiful cake, had World of Warcraft imagery around it. Our cake
so
toppers, our cake toppers were our WoW characters.
What?
Hers was a blood elf, and mine was an undead fucking skeleton.
Wait. Did you guys meet playing this game?
No.
Oh, okay. No. I was gonna say, dude, that would have been sick.
So real quick, let me catch up real quick with Ice. So I said I would say WoW still has the most time logged by me easily. I played almost nonstop from Wrath to Pandas. Question for you: how many people have you met from your time in WoW? I said I've met a couple of them, and I'm still friends with them. Yeah, GG, I'm about to find pictures of the cake, and I'll bring it up. So, like, people I met in IRL from WoW. 2 of my healers, I went and stayed a week at their house in St. Louis, Missouri, and had never actually met them before. Like, we went and we got, like, that was just such a fun week that I can't remember a whole lot of because we were fucked up so much.
Dude, when I played that game, I think I went for the Alliance.
Oh my god damn it, DJ. So
Why?
you were young when you started playing that game, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's how you know you were young when you started playing it. You play a fantasy game and you went to the site that has humans. Fuck the Alliance. Fuck you, Ike. You haven't even said it yet, but fuck you too. That's some gang shit right there, man. Like,
it's like some southerner northerner shit, huh?
While I was in St. Louis, I met a couple other people that we played with. So probably like 5 or 6 people. We had our main tank flew from Florida and came and stayed with family and I for a weekend. That was a weird experience. Not cool. She was not a cool person.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just weird. Like, not what we were hoping for. Ice, were you with me in Vegas whenever I one of the times I went to Vegas, it turned out that one of my guildmates was literally staying in the same hotel as me at the same time frame, and so we ended up meeting up, and I gave him a bottle of vodka because we had like a stupid amount, and I wasn't gonna drink it all. Yeah, so I met him. So yeah, I've met quite a few people. Yeah, the guy at the elevator. Uh, met a lot of people playing that game. There's no way I would ever look back on it and say that was a waste of time.
So it wasn't just like mindless gaming for you then.
Nah, but to me, gaming never is just mindless gaming.
Not even like Call of Duty Zombies, and you just like going through the motions, trying to level up.
The only time I ever played Call of Duty Zombies was with me and my son.
Yeah.
So like, I'll always remember that. You know,
yeah.
I mean? Like, who did you play Call of Duty Zombies with? Or were you doing it by yourself?
My dad, my brother. I don't recall ever playing it alone.
Right?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I don't think it's a game you would play alone. You have a question, Messi? Shoot. What's your question? Yeah, I don't think that game is meant to be played alone. It would be really hard.
No.
Shoot, Messi, what's your question? Actually, no, I did play that game alone. Not all the time, though. And it was fucking hard. What was the first female character in a video game that you got you excited?
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn.
So, well, I'm gonna think about that for a minute. So, GG. So here's a picture of my groom's cake. This was not WoW related, but this is from Boondock Saints. So Veritas and Aquitus with the fucking silenced pistols and rosary, which means truth and justice. And then here's our cake toppers. And DJ, keep in mind that of all the weddings I've ever been to, our wedding was by far the nicest. Okay, like genuinely the nicest wedding I've ever been to, and this is what was on top of our cake. I actually wasn't very happy with the way, but that's not the point.
Are those ears or are those horns?
Ears. They're supposed to be ears. With that part, but here you can see like the horde symbol along the side of the cake. It says bind on equip or binds when equipped. So in WoW, there's a couple of different types of items you can get. Some you can sell and some you can't sell. Once you put the item on, if it's bind on equip, that means it's bound to you and you can't trade it to another player. So wedding cake being bind on equip because, you know, we're in it.
Yeah.
We can't, you know, might lend each other. That's forever. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
It's creative. Ours was fucking basic as fuck. Not basic, but it was generic. So, back to Messi's question. What was the first female character in a video game that got you excited?
What's up, KB?
I don't know if I have one, dude. Like, all the games I ever played, they really didn't have many female characters. And I just can't remember of one.
I think the first like female character I wouldn't say that I got excited for, but that like I became emotionally invested in was in Final Fantasy VII. Like, there were a couple of characters in Final Fantasy VII that were just like really, really good characters, and then, you know, I mean, that's when they like had triangular tits, so emotional investment with the character.
And they look like party hats just sticking out.
But past that, the first character like I remember like being like, damn, like I like this chick, was in Final Fantasy X, and that was Riku.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I just can't remember of a game. I think the only games that had like decent looking chicks was probably like what, Mortal Kombat, maybe Street Fighter. Other than that, I mean, I can't really remember any other games. I didn't play that game, Messy Lara Croft. That was yours? Yeah. I mean, I can see why.
So there is Nigri just dressed up as Riku from Final Fantasy X.
Let's see. Wow. Is that what she? I don't know what she looks like. So
Yeah, that's a really
it's
good.
pretty
costume.
spot on.
It really is.
Damn.
Yep.
All right, I could see why you got excited.
Yeah, that was really good. So Gamer Girl said, "I don't remember the first, but I remember the most recent." Loba.
Loba.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, acceptable. Acceptable. I wouldn't say no.
Nope. That's good times right there, buddy.
Right? Well, that was our last question. It was fun. Actually, I really enjoyed these questions. I learned some things about X that I didn't really know, like him getting excited over that character. And he learned about my fear of video games, or scary video games.
That's true. Now I know to beat you in PUBG, all I have to do is put on the clown mask.
That's not gonna scare me. If
Have you had that clown mask jump out at you from any of the corners?
actually, I did. Remember when we first came back and the bots were not introduced, but they were introduced to us that time? And I opened the door and the fucking bot was in front of me. He was wearing a clown face. And I thought it was TK. So yeah,
That's
it did scare me, unfortunately.
GG, thank you for the shout out to DJ. Ice, thank you for the same end. You've been doing them all night.
Thank you
KB,
guys.
who's that dude on the left? Now you know.
That's X. Oh no, wait, they're flipped on arm. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we've had fun. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. So for those of you that are not watching us live on Twitch, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as well if you liked our video. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Leave some comments down there and about, stuff you guys want us to talk about, maybe some more questions or just anything, whatever you guys liked about the video, didn't like about the video. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode, which will be 18. See you soon.